True man, this is Motivation Academy. Wicked people, them cannot conquer we. No wicked man I get born, no wicked man I get born. From sunrise till the sundown. Rasta we not go make fun, we chant them down. Sing, wicked when your judgment comes. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Out to the shot people and take it for fun. In the night and in the burning sun. Where you are gonna do when your judgment come. When you realize there is no way to run, try to figure out that before your back against the wall. 7 times rise, 7 times fall. When the wicked fall, them cannot rise at all. That's how it is. The wicked man judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. Tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come. In answer, you know, wicked man cannot enter. We burn them left, right, and center. I stand up from here, so we bow. We come here, so we conquer. No wicked man cannot have her. In the tabernacle of Jaja, wicked man could have never enter ya. We burn them every day with fire. When the wicked man judgment come, tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come, tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come, there will be nowhere to run. Wicked when your judgment come. Whoa, Rastafari, a true motivator. Yes, we are big bad selector. No boy can conquer Rasta, cause them ship it quite get turned over. In a Rasta harbor, them ship cannot anchor. Can't scare me with your plane or your tanker. Wicked people must get turned over. Can't stand up in front the sight of Jehovah. Yo, yes, we big and we bad and we broad. Kill them a yard and we kill them abroad. No some boy can't come in and we yard. Have the most update and record. Wicked people could have never test me. We protect it by the Almighty. He's always with me over land and sea. When the wicked man judgment come, there will be no place to run. Wicked when your judgment come, tell me where you're gonna run. Wicked when your judgment come, there will be no place to run. Wicked when your judgment come. Lord have mercy, hey, we are the baddest thing in town. No one can show we down. True man, positive vibration. Yes, we run the radio station. Live and direct. For all the people, we have no respect. Them always pushing play, them never push reject. Yes, with the people, them connect. When them judgment come, there will be nowhere to run. Wicked when your judgment come, there will be nowhere to run. Wicked when your judgment come, there will be no place for you to run. Alright, a positive vibration, human motivation, live and direct on the station, all over the world. The people them love the program. Them must say them want to hear it every day, because our righteousness and conscious music we play. And from the righteousness we not go astray. Bless up human. Positive vibration, live and direct on the radio station. Culture said that, and you know that we will never flap.
Kelowna, come here.
Human Motivation Academy, live and direct in Montreal each and every day, 7 a.m. Wicked people in a problem. You don't know. Steve Culture said that. Ronnie Senna. Alright. So me say this is what I see. Been going on for centuries. Hey, yo, and no one ever seems to care. All I see is people suffering everywhere. People have a lot and yet refuse to share. Oh my gosh, Montreal, it's been going on a long time. It's been going on a long time. Been going on a long time. Yeah. It's not since lately. We've been giving good fight long time. That's how we survive long long time. We're going on a long, long time. Yeah. Oh well. It has been going on for months and years and decades and centuries. People belly full while some people are empty. People have enough while some people are plenty. People have no heart, they're just cold and empty. While people suffering everywhere, some people have a lot, yet they refuse to share. All over the world, it's happening everywhere, and no one seems to care. It's been going on a long time. Our motivation has been high long time. It's been going on a long, long time. Yes. It's not since lately. Going live on direct long time. Rasta man not take check long time. It's going on a long, long. Whoa. It's coming from way back from the days of medieval, when people used to fight against people. They have no heart, they just wicked and evil. All they wanna do is conquer people. They conquer everyone and they claim, all just for fortunes and fame. Destroy life to them was just a game, and they claim they did it all in God's name. It's been going a long time, and we've been rocking Montreal a long time. It's been a long, long time, yes. It's not since lately. Watching wicked people for a long time. Watch them back against the wall long time. It's been a long, long time, yes. Oh well. Them find a way to make guns and bombs that can destroy a nation. Find ways to use computer to replace man. Yet they cannot find a way to end starvation. Poverty and debt that's plaguing the nation. That is a touchy topic, cause ending poverty is not making them any profit. Anytime it gets to that point, them always stop it. That's how it always is. It's been going a long time, and we've been rocking Montreal a long time. It's going on a long, long time, yeah. It's not since lately. We've been live and direct long time. Wicked people getting checked long time. It's going on a long, long time, yeah. Oh, well, I just wanna know, when did it start and when will it begin? We gotta do something before our days are in. If we don't do nothing, the powers belong today. So Rasta, I rise up and take matters in my own hands. We're rocking Montreal long time, rocking dance a long time. We're going on a long, long time. It's not since lately, rocking Montreal for a long, long time. No Rasta, no, we pop the dance all and cut the stage show. We keep moving fast when Rasta moves slow. If them go fast, we move fast.
Of course, we're gaining speed. We're moving faster. We're becoming more wise, moving faster, being more kind. Okay, wait, my bro. Because now we gotta wait a bit. Okay, whoa. Why is it doing this? Run the rhythm! I'm here. Yeah. Jenik, your host. Motivation Academy, live and direct. What I was saying? Go bigger or go home. Rise and shine, go bigger or go home. Simple, eh? Simple message. Go bigger or go home. If you have nothing to work on when you wake up during the morning, every morning, you might as well go back to bed. That's what it means. Go bigger or go home. So every day when you wake up, you work on your things. You work on your ability to, especially to be present in the moment. I think that's a lot to do. Working on our ability to be present with the moment, to be able to do something with the moment. Because if we're not there, it's very hard to create. Human consciousness consists only in the ability of man to think. To think and to design. Design is life also. Design is life. Taking ownership and leadership for our life is very important. That's what I was explaining to Abby, yesterday we were walking, and Abby or Gavin. No, I was explaining that to Gavin. Why there's citizenship, leadership, ownership. It's because our body is a vessel, our body is the ship, and our body is traveling on troubled waters. If we don't have a strong ship, make ourselves strong mind again, only that can save you. Only the strength, the strengthening of your mind, the renewing of your mind can save you. And when I say save you, is save your first of all, save the experience of your life, not spoil it and waste it in distraction. Like the goal is not to be distracted for the rest of our lives. But some people love that. They love the fantasy. They have come to, and they don't know also, they don't even know that it's distraction. It goes very deep. The unawareness, I'm telling you, it's all due. The reason why the world is the way it is due to unawareness. That's all it is. We don't know. We are under the illusion of knowing that we know how this world operates and functions, and but we know we're so taken for fool, first of all. So it's up to you to emancipate yourself from that mental slavery, and everybody can do that. It's not something impossible to do. Get away from nonsense at any moment in your life. It's never too late, never too early. I think it's something that you do when, it's gonna resonate with you. All this stuff, if it doesn't resonate with you, it's because Babylon is ruling you. Babylon is ruling your mind completely. Because if everything, I don't say I have the whole truth and nothing but the truth, but I know that I have to use questioning and question things, and and then say, expand this. That's very common sense for me. So it's not to a default state that will bring me to a more vibrant state. Default state is default state. You stay there and you drown. Your senses, it's like the illusion is drowning all our senses. We don't have the ability to sense life no more, to sense even our greatness, to sense the stuff from within. When I tell you everything is from within, that's what it is. You have to sense it. You have to sense your own greatness, your own power, your own. And once you feel that, you're like a super huge tower, unshakable. That's what you got to become, a huge tower. That's what once you stand tall and you stand at the guard of your mind, because that's what it is. They're standing tall. It's not standing tall in the heights. It's standing tall at the guard of your brain, so it doesn't get programmed. Because if you don't program yourself, life will program you. I can guarantee you that. And I'm not even talking about the very hard stuff to understand. Program yourself. Program yourself for greatness, for something that is empowering you. It has to be empowering you. Like if you do something and it brings your vibes down and you're not like motivated, if it doesn't generate motivation or inspiration, or maybe it's just distraction. Consider that. Many of us have distraction, like, ooh, and it's crazy. Even the children fall in it. Everybody falls for the distraction, because that's the easy way home. I don't know if you're really going home with distraction, but it's the easy way to first of all to be transformed into a robot. Like most people, I have no idea also what these distractions consist of. They think it's entertainment, but that's what it is. Entertainment mind. That's what it is. So be a conscious entertainer. If you're an entertainer, be a conscious one. I'm not saying that entertainment is no good, but it's got to be conscious, because you don't want to taint the mind of people. Like, you don't want to put a thicker veil in front of them. You want to help them see their own truth and stuff. The best thing you can do for someone else is to help them discover their greatness. Help them discover, because it's been like put a cover on it. So help them reach that state of that's the best gift you can do to someone, to empower them to to just spark something in them, because all I might be doing with you is just a spark. I'm a spark. I'm a spark for greatness. And you might after just look at your life and say, yeah, that's true. Good spark, and I must do something great. So I think it's just a matter of realizing also that you're not eternal here in flesh. I'm not eternal in flesh, and one day I will leave this place and never return. Or I'll go in another realm or something. Who knows? But right now I'm here in flesh. So, it's not to think so much about what's happening after, because there could be absolutely nothing, which I doubt. I doubt that there's nothing. I don't think we're just like, something tells me that even my experience or my experience doesn't end at the surface of who I am. Who I am doesn't end at the surface of my skin. That's what I'm saying. So in that sense, anybody here? Am I talking alone here? I think so. I mean, oh no, you're two or three. It's okay. We're a good family. We're good. Janik is still here, no matter what. But people, it's not a religion. It's not a sect here. It's not a cult. You don't have to be here every day. And no, it's not like that. I just come here. I told you I come here, me, first of all, to make sure I'm here, and to make sure that I stay committed to what I said I was going to do. Because I can take myself out, for sure. I am my own worst enemy, but once you know it, but all these things have to be learned. It's stuff you have to learn. We're very, very kept under, very little knowing about who we are, about where we are, and it's unawareness, total unawareness, and people just press the same button each and every day, and never asking questions. That's what I did. Until something put me on my ass and I had time to question. I don't know. It's not because we don't have time. I had time. I had time to do all this before. It's just I was distracted. The time that I had on my hand, I was putting it into distraction. If you take that distraction away and you start doing stuff that is empowering, like reading books and connecting with people and reasoning, and all these answers will come to you. The answers will come and meet you. The answers will meet you. You don't have to freak out. The answers will meet you, and we all have the same ability to think and reason, and we're all in the same paradise, Earth paradise, so we can all reason. And I don't know, but the consciousness is not really there because people don't think. They don't even we don't even think for ourselves. So it goes. We have a lot of work to do, but it's doable. At least it's doable, and it doesn't take. You just need to be willing to do it, willing to expand, willing to take that leap into another paradigm, into a new paradigm, and the new paradigm is the renewing of your mind, and that's gonna make you feel also. If you feel old, crabby, and tired, just do what I said, and you're gonna. I'm telling you, it's the regeneration, it's the fountain of youth. Fountain of youth they talk about. That's what it is. Don't look for it at a special land or something. No, that's what everything is inside of us. 99%, I would say, close to maybe 95% of the stuff outside of us do not matter, because a lot of the people matter, but even that. We're so caught up in the ego. We're sailing on our ego trip. So it's sometimes very hard to even talk to people, to even have a conversation with them, because they're so stuck up in their ego. And that's why I talk to myself a lot. That's why I come here and have those conversations with me, with you, and I go on the side of the river, because it's the most intelligent conversation I ever had in my life was with myself. Once I started to activate my conscience and think and look around and realize that I didn't have to accept without questioning everything I was told. That's what we do. We accept everything. We're in total acceptance of the bullshit, but we are in total avoidance of ourselves, of finding. Because the moment you find the truth within yourself, the moment you find that and you live that truth, and you live that the true you. The truth is you as you are. When you see yourself for who you are, when you truly see yourself for who you are, you're going to be free. But you have to see yourself for who you are. If you don't, you're never going to be free. You're always going to be stuck in other people's thought and in stereotype, whatever it is. Be yourself. Be yourself, and the world will adjust. Say what you have to say. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Don't be in fear. Say what you have to say. The world will adjust. It's not a problem. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid no more. Fuck it. If you think I'm gonna give in to fear and stuff, hey. Just pure nonsense now. Pure nonsense to give in to fear and stuff. Fear, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. You must fear. Face your fears and go through them. There's nothing to fear, I'm telling you. It's just in our head. Everything is in our head. And sometimes we blow up things just out of proportion for no reason. For no reason. And then we realize after, that especially fears, sometimes the wolf is bigger than the fear. Or the fear is bigger than the wolf. I don't know what they're saying. But I think there's something, once you see things for what they are also, that it's just... You're not so much in avoidance. You start accepting yourself for who you are, and then you work on yourself. And I know it's not going to be manifested from one day to another, but if I put enough work, enough take back enough ownership and stuff like that, it's very possible that something great. But there is already something very, very great happening every day in my life. I'm alive. So just that, me, I have life. The best gift that I've received is I'm here alive, and with conscious and willing to expand, willing to connect, willing to open my heart, willing to change myself, willing to change change the vibe to a more kind, compassionate, and loving, and I don't want to sail on my ego trip anymore. I don't give a shit. It's really not necessary anyway. It's really not necessary because all it does, it limits us. It limits us, first of all, from connecting with others. We have to take back ownership of our thoughts and our state of mind and emotions, exactly, because now also... It's very good what you're saying there, Godefroy, parce que now what's happening is our emotions are being controlled too. Our thoughts, our emotions, everything is being controlled by external source, by something external. I don't know. It's either other people, TVs, whatever. We're not into ourselves. Once we find ourselves, we stay with ourselves, and we start questioning and asking ourselves some great questions. We'll have some great answers. But if we always go into other people's thought and programming, and that we're gonna carry their emotions. That's why TV, there's drama and stuff, because they want people to carry these emotions. That's why when there's one child missing in Montreal, the whole freaking media companies are on it, and the social media and everyone, just to trigger people's emotion. It's very important to trigger our emotions. How do they control us? They don't come at my door to control me and control what... No, they control what we think. They know what we think. They know what most people think. They control the program in our head. We're very programmed. Very programmed, and it's possible to undo that program and to program yourself, and it's worth it. Anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly until you get it right. You're gonna get it right. There's that time where everything's gonna click in place, and you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that makes all sense." What? And you're gonna sense your confusion. You're gonna sense all the stuff that you never felt before. Like, I didn't know I was confused. I didn't know. Blah 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 blah. Like, there's a lot of stuff I wasn't aware. I was totally unaware. That's what I realized today. That I look at other people and you ask them questions, and you go trigger them on Facebook or stuff, and you see their reaction. It's total unawareness, first of all, of who they are, like the just the programming and the like it. The rabbit hole goes deep. I don't know if you have been down there. But it goes deep, and it's important to move out of this. Like, you can't stay in the dark. But people love the dark. They love the distraction. They love to do the propaganda. They are at à la salle de Babylone. À la salle de Babylone. La plupart des gens sont à la salle de Babylone, contrôlés par Babylone, dans tout ce qu'ils pensent, dans tout ce qu'ils font, dans tout ce qu'ils entreprennent. C'est tout dépend. C'est fou, là. Mais il faut que tu te libères. Là, you have to liberate yourself. Là. You can't stay like that. All your life not knowing who you are and not contributing and caring. Like, most people don't care. Most people don't care, do not care about what's going on, about themselves, about their body, about their children. If they would care about their children, first of all, they would feed them proper food. They would they would become conscious. You know, many people say they love their their children. They're so hypocrite, so unaware, so lost. So you see some parents that they look. It's crazy. Sometimes I see things that's we're being turned into real zombies. Real freaking zombies, living dead. Now, especially with the phones and the tablets and the device, it's crazy what I see sometimes. But you know, you pass for the one crazy, saying they're crazy, we're being lobotomized, but because people don't see it, just like the guy called me a fool and a crazy, I must be fucking having a disease or congur, je sais pas quoi, là. They say, like, come on. I think for myself, what's the problem? I'm telling you to question things. I'm telling you, it's what if everything we've been told in our life, it's been lies to control us? What if? I'm not defining it. That's what I'm saying. People have big ego, and their ego comes out very, very fast. So in that sense, I'm done with Facebook telling people any fucking bullshit. I don't care they're unaware or the neighbor knows or the guy on. I don't care. I'm done with this. I've dove a couple times deep into Facebook to try to, but it's just nonsense. People don't see it, and the illusion is so not so thick, not so, but our caring is so much not there. It's so not like the vibes are not there. The vibe, people are very selfish, very and they love Babylon. They love Babylon. That's the thing. People love it. If they're not willing to know, or you come at them with something like this, telling them their whole life is a lie and they lived like idiots all their life, and they're going to look at you and think you're the fucking cuckoo one. For sure. So what and I have no advantage to go lecture anyone anymore, and I'm beginning to really realize these stuff. I'm becoming more quiet. The more wisdom I gain, the quieter I get. At the beginning, I was yapping. I was yapping all over Facebook, posting all kinds of shit on Facebook. You should have seen the stuff I was posting day after day after day. I was yapping. I was very loud. Now, the more wisdom I get, the more serenity I get, the more quieter I get. I don't give a shit no more. They don't. It's so profound, and it's such something you had journey you have to do for yourself. The truth, and that I'm done going on Facebook and that's kindergarten stuff, arguing with people on Facebook. I get put off so much, and it's by experience, by having experience like that, and trying to, I don't know, just I go there with love. I'm not, je suis pas détestable dans mes commentaires. Là. Jamais je vais être détestable. Puis, tu sais, je fais juste dire de quoi là. But when it comes and pogne la corde sensible du monde. Là. When you find that sensible chord and you try to ding, they're gonna go funny. They're gonna go. Their body goes funny. Their fucking mind goes crazy. The program kicks in. The ego kicks in. Like he doesn't see me as a brother no more. You don't see anybody as brother or sisters. They're just strangers, fucking crazy lunatics, and you know it's very. But that I've done it by experience. Now I know, and I live and learn. Live and learn, live and learn, live and learn. And when people are willing to see it, they'll see it. Like, it's not my responsibility to make other people see their own truth. You have to see it. Open your eyes, and it's not gonna stop me from sleeping at night if you don't see it. Like, I'm awake and I go to bed with satisfaction at night because I know I've done what I had to do. I do the work that's necessary. I don't just freaking shoot nonsense and think it's real. Like, I don't know. Yeah. If we do something evil, our ego is always there to make us think that it's good. That's why people are always in cognitive dissonance, and even when it comes to blood consumption, you tell them that, and that's what I was telling Gavin. We're turned into real vampires. We're like vampires on the earth. We're eating blood, eating flesh. And that's very low vibration to me. Today I look at it. It's very low vibe, but that's what it is. And people don't want to see it. You tell them that, they think you're fucking cuckoo. Oh, no, I have to eat animals. I have to eat meat. They call it meat. The meat is the flesh inside a coconut. That's meat to me. Dead cadavers, dead animals, dead for how many weeks? That's not meat. But people are so much in cognitive dissonance that they put definitions just to avoid reality. That's why we have so many definitions. Also, our life is all defined, so we avoid reality. So we have a definition for this, definition for that, for that, for that. Everything's defined. So we don't have to face reality. And you gotta want to face reality. If you want to be ever want to be free in your life, free of other people's stuff, free of nonsense, free of distraction, because once you start activating that mind, that conscience, that brain, come on, who can stop this? And you're just gonna want more. You're just gonna want to be more vibrant and more alive and feel life more. Like you can suddenly have a very, very different look on life. Very different look on life. You're not depressed. You're not, you're always uplifted because life is very, very rewarding, very rewarding. You can find a lot of abundance. It's accessible if you do the work. Like, it's not going to come and manifested on your lap. If you go out and in the world, then do what you have to do and lift your vibration, lift your spirit, lift your vibration. That's all there is. Nature is on high vibration. It's not on low vibration. The world is just the world that's on low vibration. The earth is on high vibration. The earth vibe high. Come on. Look at the sun shining in the sky. Tell me this is low vibration. But that's why most people are in low vibration. They put sunglasses because they can stand it. They can stand the light. They can't stand looking at the light or having too much light in their life, so they all wear sunglasses like freaking living dead zombies going in Babylon with that. Like, it's so nonsense. I see this today. I never seen it like that. Never. I was wearing them myself, but now I'm like, I need the light. I need the light. I need the maximum light. Anyway, I'm not afraid of the dark anyway. It's good to go through. You're going to have to go through the darkness. Then at one point, the spark will be there and finish the darkness. And it doesn't take much to dissipate darkness. Yeah. Bonjour, Red. Well, finally made it back. Bonjour. Yeah, bonjour. No, Red, yes, she's from Newfoundland. I think is the question you're asking. From The Rock. The Rock. No, that's it. It's a very much a work that you have to be willing to do. Like, if you're not willing to win or to do the effort to win, like, it's like in sports. We have to do efforts if we want to win. If we want to, so we have to be engaged and again, it's engage in your own life. Engage. Have something great to work on every day. It's gonna make you feel alive. But most of us, same button each and every day, and with nothing really to because once you get a project, you work on a dream, or things become very, very different. Things become very different. Suddenly, especially the toxic people, the people on low vibration, you discard that very, very fast. Now you're going to look towards people who have high vibration. You're going to surround yourself with people that have good vibration, and just that can help you carry on a lot because they're going to give you strength. Like, look at all the plates and all the stuff around my thing. So you connect and you get strength and become stronger each and every day, and you realize that, hey, I'm here to express that strength, express that vitality, express that. Come on, I cannot. I'm not keeping that inside. First of all, I have a very good like I'm not je suis très verbomoteur. Là. Très verbomoteur, j'ai pas de misère à parler, j'ai pas de misère à m'exprimer, puis j'aime ça. J'aime ça aussi, fait que si j'aime ça, quand t'aimes ça, moi j'aime ça parler. J'aime ça parler, puis parler de choses qui sont conscientes, parler de choses qui sont vraies, puis tu sais, si je peux parler de niaiserie, je parlerai pas pantoute. Là. Je peux dire des conneries, mais pas parler. C'est sûr, là, aujourd'hui. Mais c'est ça que je dis, je deviens plus silencieux de plus que j'acquéris du savoir ou que je sens la vie, là, je sens la vie là, vraiment vibrante et tout, là, le moins que first to default, là, c'est nonsense, là, for sure. And you hop that vibe continually. Là. Programming on the mass to worship nonsense. At the end, we want to be worshipped by others without effort. Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. It's all to encourage everybody else but ourselves. I've done that all my life. We encourage celebrities or artists that, like, it's crazy. Today, I prefer encourage artists that I know personally, that I can talk to, that I can, it's so nonsense. Then not only that, there's a lot of stuff we do in the total unawareness, and it's not the kind of vibe I want to have around. I prefer to have people that have a little level of we don't have the same level of awareness. But that's why it's important to get together. Once you activate your mind, you want to know more about life, about who you are. Connect with other people. We're going to show each other a lot. I've learned a lot with other people. Arthur, especially Arthur, Jabba, Santos. I've learned a lot. Yeah. Prashant, without forgetting Lotus. He's going to send me his book. I'm going to read his book, and we're going to have more hangouts together. It's just a matter of time. He's in India still. He's in the jungle. So when he's back from the jungle in the UK, we're going to have more talk together for sure. I like PT. Very positive. Very positive. Like, that's what I look into people, the positivity. It's not so much what he talks about, and it's how you make people feel. Are you a positive person? And then when he opens his mouth and start talking, you can see that it makes sense. Makes sense, and not saying I'm buying into everything. I take what's good and I discard the rest. And if I ever come to experience what he has experienced, then I can confirm for myself that, oh yeah, it's true. Because I had that first party experience. But until then, I can just imagine, but I want to sense it. I prefer to know than believe. I don't want to believe. Not into believing. Forget the beliefs. I want to know. If I don't, and I'll know only by experience, first party experience. That's how you know. You know some things is true and real if you experience it. Like, stronger and bigger, for sure. Stronger and bigger. That's what I said. Go bigger or go home. Go bigger or go home. Stronger and bigger. That's it. Sorry. Bonjour, Cindy. Toujours un plaisir de te voir. La belle Cindy, elle est tellement électrique. Tellement électrique, la belle Cindy. Yeah, no, so it's very much about, that's it, ownership and stuff like that. You have to realize these stuff too. I didn't know. I never looked at the words. I never asked questions about the words, about this. Like, nothing. We're so numb to, so uncomfortably numb to reality that if we don't seek outside of this, and again, it's not because, like I said, there was a matrix or outside. It's just in our minds. Our minds are confused. Confused mind, confused chatter, Mario? Confused chatter, and all that can, cause even more when you're confused and you go talk to other people, and this is why we're inflating and sustaining the overlay, because we're all very confused, and that's all we do. We create, and what we do, we just bring more distraction. So we love distraction. We're a people that are very, very distracted, and that's what keeps us away from really finding out who we truly are. living man, living woman, and here to do something on earth and not here to be distracted. Like, I don't think the goal of life is distraction, honestly. I cannot, today it's very clear in my headspace. Very clear in my headspace. But everything become crystal clear too at one point. Cannot be blurry. Like, if you focus on something, focus on something, and at one point the objective will be very clear. Like, your objective will become very clear. It's not something rocket science. I'm telling you here. That's for the Babylonian. I told you that. Rocket science, leave that for the Babylonian people. They're good at it. Probably ship them somewhere up, and I don't know what they do with it. I think they just throw it in the ocean. They must have a barge in the ocean and they pick them up. I don't know. So, or they sent them over Antarctica. But they're certainly not going like that fake outer space, or I don't know. But maybe it's just CGI on the screen. Maybe it's not even real, because the other day I was looking at something. I was looking at, I don't think they even, like, especially that new one, that new liar that is going around, Elon Musk, with his fake SpaceX. The other day they do a launch. Is the Falcon Heavy that Gavin loves so much. Keeps talking to me about the Falcon Heavy. He makes fun about it. And he was saying, he said, yeah, and I was telling him, I said, it's weird because when they launched it, like, should we see it live? Should we, like, it's a huge moment, launching the Falcon Heavy with the payload, the car in there and everything. Like, should we not see it live? Like, Elon Musk is all excited inside. We see the screens, the CGIs and stuff. He goes outside, but they never, like, everybody's in awe on outside. Okay, but they just show the people. They never turn the camera to say, what are they in awe about? Can we see it? Why are you all freaking out? You should turn the camera and us to see what you're freaking about. But no. And people don't see that. They don't even question it. They're so entranced. They're so entranced and hypnotized. We are a people that's so hypnotized by nonsense, by stuff we cannot even sense, like this. Can sense it, can see it, can even see it. When I say sense, it's see, touch. What I told you, yeah, touch, taste, feel, smell, see, hear. This is your senses, okay? But if you cannot sense something using this, it's nonsense. Simple, very simple. But people can't even see, so our senses are drowning in the illusion. The illusion is drowning our senses. That's what it does. Because we're in the big sea of confused sea. It's like the troubled waters of Babylon. So you're drowning with all your senses, like in agony, not even having a clue, or a clue. If at least people would have a clue, they don't even know that they don't know. Imagine the unawareness. This is why I'm saying it's just unawareness, because you don't know that you don't know that you don't know. Boom, simple. Very simple. Space religion here, the car in space, all that, not even burning or freezing. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And people don't even, they don't. Do I have sound here? Yeah. I found that so funny. I found that hilarious. It's so kindergarten. It's so babyish. But that's what people need because they're in a baby state. That's what the masses need because we're very much in a baby state and not really want to move out that baby state, and we energize all so we're in the crib, and that's it. We're in a cage. That's our cage life, the crib. Crystal crafting, yeah, it is one of the first steps to have a clear. Yeah, that's it. You're good, man. I like what you do. You do what you love. You do what you love, and that's very, very good. And that's what gonna everything that you need. If you do something you love and you make other people feel good, and you don't do something bad vibration or stuff. I don't want to define for you what's good or bad. It's just something if you don't feel it, or if you don't feel it's good, like if your heart feels that is the right thing to do for you, do it, my friend. Do it. That's what I'm doing here. I'm listening to the intuition, the meditation of my heart, and I just follow my heart, follow my path. And I said I was going to do this. I put down the map. I got a right map this time. I had the wrong map for a while. Now I'm having the right map. So it's much better. If you have the wrong map to navigate those troubled waters of Babylon, you're going to end up lost. You're going to lose. You're going to get lost. So don't get lost. Get the right map and do the right navigation. Go on the right roads. It's just that we need. We have the wrong map. The wrong map, people. That's all it is. We're on the wrong map, the wrong road, the wrong... so we get lost. I got lost for 40-something years because I didn't have the right map. Now I have the right map. I slowly travel the city. I know all the where I'm going. Everything becomes clear. If you have the right map, you can go anywhere in any cities. But if you have the wrong map, if you give me a map of Montreal to go to Québec, me perdre de Québec, est-ce que je n'ai pas la bonne map? Tu sais, c'est clair, là. Ça, it's crystal clear. So it's just our map is not really calibrated to what it should be. And we get lost and we go astray and we think that. And because we're very, very infant and not take responsibility to find back our way, we stay lost, like children would stay lost in a city. You know, put children in a city with, they're gonna get lost, they're gonna come on. So, but if you're an adult and you take responsibility and you can find back your way, probably your children too, if you ask them, but you know what I mean? The car in space is freaking me out. Me too. The car in space is freaking me out. Cannot believe they even did it and people don't see. No, people will not say anything. They see it on TV. It's real. Whatever they see on TV is real. They do not question it. The American people and the Canadian people, especially, and other places too, if they see it on TV, they will not question it, and it's true. That's why they believe the news. They believe all kinds of stuff. They're into belief because they don't know. But yeah, it's freaking me out too, that freaking car in space. It's so ridiculous. Nah? It's ridiculous. It's kindergarten stuff. Like it's so crazy to even think to present that to people. But yeah, they know that they're gonna throw anything at us. They can throw any. They would have put a monkey or a clown. Like they would have put a clown beside the guy in the car, the fake space guy, and he looks like a robot. They would have put a clown beside him with a red nose and the big kit. People would have still believe it. Yeah. I'm telling you. And that's what the next step is. They're going to send clowns and stuff and all kinds of nonsense because people are totally unaware and they believe it. They will believe anything you throw at them. Anything. They will not question anything. And they know it. So watch it. I'm telling you, next time it's going to be a clown or something. It's going to be another big mega nonsense thing. Like they're going to freaking Mars on the car. Like it's so nonsense. It doesn't. But no, come on. And you have to be hypnotized. You have to be hypnotized or completely numb to do not sense the nonsense in this. You can't see it. You can't even, it's something you cannot see. And you believe it. It's nonsense. I cannot see that. It's nonsense. And at least if I could see it or something, that would tell me, okay, maybe. But no, it's just computer stuff. And the worst about this is apparently they can send their Falcon Heavy into fake space and bring it back on the ocean onto a barge about 5 feet by 5 feet. It doesn't look so big. It's bigger than that. They're on their CGI. But they bring back the launcher on Earth right at the position. Like it's so nonsense. What, you tell me they're that clever? Come on. What, they have a remote control? They have a remote control and they guide it like a drone? Give me a fucking break. Wow. It's so nonsense. But people love this stuff. They love to energize it also. They love to energize the nonsense. So, and they love fantasy. They love fairy tales. People love fairy tales. So we've been trained since we're young also to love fairy tale. Like TVs and like Blanche-Neige, toutes ces fairy tales-là, là, tous les comics, it's all fairy tales, illusion and kindergarten stuff, and that's all we energize and we love. Yeah. We wanted flying cars so bad. They delivered. Yeah, we wanted flying cars so bad. So bad, the flying cars. Now they delivered, but there's one coming out. I seen it. But it's already exists, the flying cars. It's not something that doesn't exist. But now there's, yeah. Yeah. Just heard one of our girls here hit a moose and survive. Woohoo. Oh, a moose can be, yeah, can be something hitting a moose with a car. Even just hit a deer. Just hit a deer with your car. Woo, good luck. Imagine hitting a moose or a bear. Yeah. No, it doesn't. And moose are huge. These are huge, massive animals. And si on les cornes en plus, les panaches, si on le panache toute sortie, hey, c'est massif cette affaire-là. Là. Ça a une crise de grosse gueule. Ça a une gueule d'hippopotame quasiment. Non, c'est vraiment gros. C'est c'est vraiment, vraiment gros. Là. But anyway. This is the thing. It's just that's it. Don't let your senses. What is that? Oh, this is so nonsense. Oh. Devices. I mean, anyway, I'm off of these devices a lot. But people, that's it. Is the want to fit in also, and the desire to fit in and stuff like that. That makes us also default to other people thinking because we want to fit in. We want to know. The ego wants to know, and it's very important for the ego to be safe and to. So we're always, unless you seek out of that ego trip, take ownership. Don't let the ego take ownership of your life. This is the thing. But now the ego's in charge. The ego run the show. You know, the ego run the show. I say rise and shine. Go bigger. Live your big story. Or go home. Ha! For sure. Yeah. And it's a must. It's a must because it's our life depending on it. Me, I don't take this as a joke. It's not something I freak about. I don't. But it's something I focus on. And the more you focus, the clearer the vision will become. Like I said. So if you focus, there's nothing training cannot do. Once you start training yourself to something intensively each and every day, and you commit to yourself, you say, like I said, I'm going to come here 7 o'clock each and every day. I've been doing it for over a year. Think I can stop now? For over a year, I've been here, live and direct. Been here for a long, long time. So you think I can stop this? Come on. So it's the momentum. You got to put some momentum into your stuff, and you'll be flying high like an eagle. And that's the best feeling you can have in your life is that freedom. Is that freedom, freedom of the mind, rejuvenating of your the use of your senses. You know, not say, okay, oh no, use your senses, your own, not the ones of other people. They're gonna fool you. They're gonna fool you if you go to other people for explanation and instruction on how to live your life. Come on, but that's what we do. We default, and I think we can all go back to the drawing board to square one and start all over again. And the last chapter of your life has not been written yet. My last chapter is not written yet. So I still have work to do. As long as I have breath going through my nostril, I'll do something here. That's for sure. Especially now that I'm vital and alive. Not only alive, but very vital. And for sure, I'm going to do something I'm going to play with the possibility. You know, that's what you do. At one point, you start playing with possibility because you see them. You see them, you sense them. You start doing things that is empowering you and change everything for the good, for the greater good, for benefit of us all. And like I said, it's a divine mission. At one point, you recognize it. You recognize your role. Is you just recognize your role. You recognize yourself as a very important component in changing this world. I'm not gonna change the world, but I'm an important component for sure. I'm not just a random speck floating in je sais pas trop où, là. I'm not a random speck. Là. I'm very, very important to the divine plan, just like you. We're all part of the plan, but we avoid the plan. We avoid the plan and we have the wrong map. Hello. So just get the right map, proper map for your or you're traveling in here, for your sailing on Earth. For your sailing on Earth, be wise. Be wise, very, very important, because life can take you out. Life can knock you out. Can knock you down, but don't let it knock you out. Maybe it's gonna knock you down a few times. It did for me. Did knock me down a few times, but never knock me out. Never knock me out. I'm stronger than that. I know I'm strong. I have the ability to figure things out. That especially, the ability to figure things out, and the ability to do anything I want with my life. Anything I want. And that's what I'm going to do, as long as it's being my best, the best I can be. Not better than anyone else, but the best I can be of myself. Like, I don't look outside of myself so much to compare myself to others, because it's very irrelevant. It's me versus me. It's not. That's why I don't consider no one as enemy, and I have never a bad vibe. Even if you come to crucify me, you can crucify me like they did to Jesus. Put me on a cross and make me bleed and throw stone at me. I will not do nothing. I will not retaliate, because I'm stronger than that, and I know who I am. And I give in to stuff like that is just giving into the madness. Like, you don't want to. You fight unconscious people, you become unconscious yourself. So my conscience is my who I am doesn't hang at the surface of my skin anyway. I'm not telling you I'm Jesus, but that's what it is. You can crucify me however you want, but that's what we do to each other. That's why we have Jesus being crucified on a cross and all that, because that's what we do to each other very much. Show kindness, not only to... Oh, here's Kelowna. Hi, Kelowna. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so handsome, you. But you're not handsome because you're not a boy, but you know what I mean. Yeah. You come on. Oh, you come and say hi. Yeah. Oh, you love your papa. Oh, yeah, you love your papa. Oh, ouais. Ça l'aime son papa, ça. Hein? Tu veux-tu aller dehors, mon petit trésor? I'll put music. I'll go put her out and I'll come back. Hold on, I'm coming. Wicked people cannot conquer we. Wicked man get bun. Wicked man get bun.
Yes, this is teacher they represent for the RiseNShine sessions, you know. I'm here to say, Johnny, dig up yourself, you know. I just saw the thing said. Kick it down. Hey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know that this is Teacher D. Yeah. Motivation Academy. Yeah. Yes, sir, we are going to tell them, yo, get your message and learn, and learn. Babylon get further, get further. Get your message and learn, and learn. Babylon get further, get further. Yeah, no, not them Gaia, yeah, them legal liar. Can never stop the fire. Yeah. Yannick, you not retire. Yeah. True man show and go higher. Yeah. Get to listen and learn, and learn. Babylon get further, get further. Get to listen and learn, and learn. and no soft and sting. And no comedy central for your laugh and sing. Babylon, if you try go round it, you get pushed out for the plank where the shark them and swim. Babylon, you know fi come out because we full of dub plate can. Don't know time me load up a style can. Don't know time we beat you from night till the sun up. Now economic like a Valhalla, na Shambhala. Me tell you about that one man ya.
Boom! Big up Sam, Abby, and Karen. Much love, everyone. Much love, for sure.
Later free, not $1. Already selector where you stop the rhythm. Come on, me get mad like John Herbert Dillinger. Get the chrome angle with the cylinder. But you no listen to teacher, get your message and learn, and learn. Babylon I get burned, get burned. Get your lessons and learn, and learn. Babylon I get burned, get burned. Yeah, let's slow it down. To explain some things I'm saying about this sound. It's a the true man show, Babylon can't push it around. Yo, Motivation Academy, you know, so you is a hit pound. Yeah, see, none of them Gaia, yes, them little liar, can never stop your fire. Yeah. Yannick, you not retire. No. True man show, I go higher. Say, get your lessons and learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, get burned. Yeah. Get your lessons and learn, and learn. Yeah. Babylon, I get burned, get burned. Yeah. Teacher D represent. Yeah. Yannick, you don't know it. Show and show. Yeah. Get your lessons and learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, get burned. Get your lessons and learn, and learn. Babylon, I get burned, get burned.
So handsome. You're not handsome, you're beautiful. C'est son pelage aussi. C'est son pelage. Son pelage est tellement doux, est tellement douce, est tellement adorable, ce chien-là. Là. J'ai jamais eu de chien adorable comme ça, je vous jure. J'en ai eu des chiens dans ma vie. Là. Mais elle, là, est vraiment spéciale. Puis elle écoute bien, elle marche bien dehors, elle tire pas, she doesn't pull so much, she's very calm and submissive, and she's so la vie, like, whew. She has anxiety, separation crisis sometimes. You hear her? Kelowna, come on. I do that with her and she really talks. Sometimes she goes for long. She goes, like, I think they can. I don't think they're sad when they do this. I think they. You see? They're very funny. They're very funny and they bring a lot of joy. And qu'est-ce que tu fais là, madame? Viens-t'en! Kelowna! Anyway, I'll go check what she does. And until next time I see you, like I said, rise and shine. Live your big story. Go bigger or go home. Simple. Simple as that. Yannick, your host, and it's important to get the bigger picture. Get the bigger picture. Don't just stay in the small picture. And no, get the bigger picture, a bigger vision also of who you are. That's what it is to get the bigger picture. You're not gonna get the big picture of the earth, but you can get the big picture of yourself. Obviously, that's something doable. So until next time, which is going to be tomorrow, 7 a.m., as usual, always here, as long as the divine keeps me alive or life keeps rewarding me with health, I'll be here for sure. For sure, because that's what I give thanks for. I'm healthy. When I look at how I am today, I'm very healthy, and I should do something with my health. That's my wealth. That's my wealth. I don't have much money or possession, or I don't give a shit about that, but I have a health, and that's my wealth, and that's what I'm going to do with. For sure, because I see so many people, falling like flies now. So I'm gonna go check what Pucci is doing. Kelowna. Why did you pick the name Kelowna? Because that's a city I want to go live eventually with Kim in BC. Eventually, we're gonna move to BC and buy something maybe in Kelowna. Yeah, that's really where because of the fruit. I love fruit, and that's the Okanagan Valley in that region, and it's full of fruit like year long. So me, that's where I want to go for the food. For the food and the climate also. That's the only desert in Canada is in the Okanagan Valley. It's in Osoyoos. It's a desert and really a desert. I've been there and it's a great place. Like it's a place I've been, and it's a place I love when I was there. The people are very, very beautiful and welcoming, and it's a good vibe in BC. BC is a great vibe, and the weed is good and everything. So there's everything, all the good stuff united to make a great experience. Yeah, rough being a dog. Yeah, but not for her. Not for her. She has a good dog life, and that's what I promised her I was gonna give her. I keep whispering in her ears that I will take care of her, and I will always be there for her. And I keep whispering sweet nothing in her ears. That's why sometimes she has anxiety crisis because I'm always after her. Like I love her. She has a great vibe, and I feel a great in between, a great connection in between. So for sure, I'm gonna nurture it and take care of her. Gonna go check what she wants now. She keeps crying. So rise and shine. Like I said, live your big story. Go bigger. Boom. Or go home. I'm out. Tubing out. Janik, your host, Mathematician Academy. Have a wonderful day. Uplifted day. And that's it. Do your best. Don't stress. Forget the rest. Tubing out. Boom. See ya.